What's up, everyone? So real quick today, a little video to address two things, two comments on the last video I did talking about I quit. It says, why are you deleting comments now? I got busted. I got busted deleting comments. Apparently, somebody noticed that there was a comment that I deleted. My answer to our friend is different reasons. If you say something ignorant or disrespectful to me or others in the comments, I delete you. Sometimes I'll even block people, which is the first thing I kind of want to talk about. This YouTube channel, right? If you have a YouTube channel, it is not a democracy, right? It is a dictatorship. It is my channel. It basically is what I want to talk about. And if you are ignorant, if you're rude, if you say things that I find offensive, guess what? You're out of here. No questions asked. No, well, I should protect your feelings and make sure that you have the right to say whatever you want. No, you don't. Not on my channel. On your channel, you do. Stop getting it twisted. And that's the one thing I just want to address real quick. And there is a business lesson in this. If you put out content, if you have an Instagram account, if you've got a Facebook account, if you've got a YouTube channel, whatever it is, and there's something that somebody says that you don't like, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Like, you don't have to feel bad about it. Unfortunately, we've been conditioned as spoiled little brats to think that our opinion matters and we should have an opinion and we should let everybody know. No, you shouldn't. If you want to do that, start your own YouTube channel. If you want to do that, start your own. And then you can say whatever you want. And then when somebody says you're an ass or you're not right or whatever, you can delete them. Now, some of the things that are said are constructive, right? And constructive feedback and criticism is welcome. Now, what I have a problem with is feedback that has nothing to do with anything other than to try to make you feel bad or to tell you why you're wrong or why you're an ass or why whatever, right? This type of person, in my opinion, is trash. And they don't deserve to have a voice, not on my channel or any channel, if I'm being completely honest. This person will never, ever accomplish anything in life because they would rather point the finger. They would rather basically make fun of other people. They would rather put other people down and point out why you're wrong and you're bad and all that, as opposed to looking at themselves in the mirror. And these people I got no time for. I've got no time for here on this YouTube channel or on my other YouTube channel. Now, the other one, I don't look at the comments as much because there are a lot of them typically and it's a lot bigger. But this channel right here, this one's special to me. And so I take it very personal when you're going to come on and say something ignorant towards me or somebody else in the community. If I don't like it, gone. I'll remove it. And then I'll probably take it one step further and delete you from actually ever being able to comment on my channel again. And that's something that I take great pride in, if I'm being completely honest, because I'm over it. I'm too old, I'm too grumpy, and I've done too much. And if you want to be an asshole, if you want to come on my channel that I'm spending my time trying to help people just to be a disruption or just to be a dick or just to say something rude, get the fuck gone. The next comment I want to actually talk about is the bigger one. And this is a little bit more constructive, all right? My comment to him back wasn't constructive, but I feel it needs a little bit more context and explanation. All right, so here's the deal. Where was I? Right here. All right, our friend said, I'm going to paraphrase because it's long. It's basically, Dear Alpha. And it starts off with constructive criticism, so I appreciate that. And it didn't get deleted, see? And I looked and I thought, and at first I was like, whatever, but now I'm thinking that I do need to explain things because I have made it a point to basically make it known that I do not approve of or like a lot of the people that are selling digital courses online because I feel personally that they are scammers. And so our friend basically says, hey, I've been following you for about 7 years and you're awesome. He actually doesn't say I'm awesome. I'm going to throw that in. It makes it go down a little easier. Anyway, he says, I have a strong interest in your white label course. However, I have a concern because you used to mock business courses or labeled gurus as scammers. What many followers probably need to know from you now is a detailed video with visuals explaining why your course is better than millions of others out there. The market is saturated with so many offerings. Blah, 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 blah. He goes on to say, whatever. Anyway, so first off, you're correct. I do have an issue with the majority of people out there selling information products. And I do feel like they're a bit scammy. Why? Because it's very simple. They haven't done what they're trying to teach you to do. And that is the big differentiator of, in my opinion, the white label empire. Now, I also, just for those of you who didn't miss it or you missed it or whatever, I also am basically giving away the blueprint for free, right? That's the other thing that I'm just upfront like letting you know, and I'm gonna link to it down below. I basically walk you step by step through a live demonstration of how to start a white label business, right? And it's free, totally free for everybody. But I say, in addition, if you want more information or to join the community, then you can join for like $400. It's a one-time fee. That's something else that I decided early on, was that I didn't want to have like a monthly subscription, because like that's annoying, honestly, in my opinion. A lot of the other courses, they do that, right? You'll come in at a certain price and then you'll have to pay monthly. For me, it is about save your money. Come in. Yes, there is a price and an entry point to come in, because if you don't pay, you're going to waste my time. That's what happens. And that's kind of the comment that I said to our friend. I said, what'd I say? This is what you get. I said, all great feedback, but you shouldn't join. I get the feeling you wouldn't be happy regardless of how much value or time I spend with you. And that's kind of true. There's some people that you do not want to join your community. You don't want them to buy your product, because they're just going to be a problem. They're going to be a headache. And whatever you're charging, it's not enough, because they're going to basically want more than you're giving. They're not going to think it's good enough. And literally, unless you're handing them like money, cash, and taking all of the risk away, taking everything away, they're not going to be happy. They're never going to be happy. And there's some people that are just like this, right? The truth is that for anything to be successful, you have to be willing to do the work. You've got to be willing to pull up your sleeves and just get your hands dirty and work. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. And the more money you want to make, the harder it's going to be. That is just an undeniable, undisputable fact. But this community was started, and that's the other thing. It's not just an information course. It's the community, right? The course basically is going to give you a framework. I think it's like 6 hours long, and I'm always, I didn't intend on doing this, but apparently I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be adding to this course, right? It's going to keep growing. Just yesterday, I got off the phone with my guy Tom, who's the marketing director of Tiege Hanley. He did 4 videos going deep into like Amazon and, a lot of different things, how to get your CAC down and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, and he is an expert at what he does. But I was like, hey, I'm not an expert in these things or with these things, and so I'm going to bring in my resource. So we did 4 videos. After these videos were done, I started thinking, he started thinking, we started brainstorming. It's like, ooh, let's talk about Klaviyo. We need a video about Klaviyo and setting that up and getting your email flow. And then, oh, what about this? And so Tom is in the process of doing more videos that we're going to dump and add into the course, right? This is going to be an evolution. And the beautiful thing is that once you're actually in, it doesn't cost you any more money. It doesn't cost you anything, because you've paid the entry fee in order to get into this. And now it's about a collective of individuals that are serious about doing something amazing, that are coming together and are going to do it. Now, is this the best course out there? I have no idea, because I've never taken any other white labeling courses. But it's the one thing I can tell you that I know more about than 99.99999.9% of people out there. And the reason is because I've done it so many times. I've had successes, I've had failures. And I am not saying that this is the green light and your ticket to making millions of dollars. It's not. It's a framework, and it's the lessons that I have learned, all right? I put my heart and my soul into this. Is it good enough? I don't know. Are some people going to think that it sucks? Yeah, probably. Are some people going to think that it's awesome? Yeah. Am I going to try to make it better every single day, every single week? The answer is yes. And so when somebody says, is it a scam and why don't I like, the reason why I don't like most of these other courses is because the person that's selling you the course has never done shit. I have done what I'm claiming to be an expert at. And not only am I doing it, I'm bringing in resources to help that I have. It's cost me a lot of money to hire or bring in these people that I'm basically bringing in order to share the experience and the knowledge that they have in the areas that I feel you're going to need it. Is it valuable? I don't know. I personally think that this course honestly should cost thousands and thousands of dollars. But it doesn't, because I didn't want to make it so unobtainable to the person that really just wants to do something special and the person that really wants to change their life. I want to be along for that journey. And that's the thing. And that's the other thing that I just want to say to you guys that have joined. I am so honored. I am also so unbelievably inspired by what you guys are saying in terms of your why. Just to give you guys a little backstory that aren't in the group, basically one of the earlier videos I do in the series is what's your why? Why are you doing it? Why do you want to be successful? Think about it. And I talk about mine. It was because I was insecure and I wanted to prove to myself that I wasn't a loser. And there are other things that I go into as well. And I say to the audience and the people watching, hey, if you want to, why don't you share your why? I want to know, because I think it's going to inspire a lot of people. And what you guys have been saying has been unbelievable, like beyond my wildest dreams. Amazing in terms of what you guys are saying. And I cannot wait to be a part of your journey. Am I going to be able to answer all of your questions? No. Am I going to try to find solutions or answers to them? Yeah. I'm just happy you're there. And I'm just happy that I can be a part of it. This isn't going to be perfect. We're going to have some issues with the group. We're going to have some issues, me trying to figure out like my time, and I need to bring in people to help me, honestly, because that's one of the things that I realized pretty early on once I started responding to every comment that was left was, I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need some people that I trust, that I feel will give amazing advice, that I need to bring in as moderators to kind of help with some of the workload. The live training I'm going to be doing this week, I think this week it's on Thursday. I'm doing like an hour-and-a-half live training. I'm answering questions. I'm also talking about and updating you guys on some of the things that are going to be changing, right? There are going to be some additional sort of communities within the community that are basically going to be specific and targeted to like, hey, you've got a problem, let's solve it. Like, or you've got a marketing issue. Like, I need to get more granular because of the amount of people that are joining and the amount of questions that I feel some of you guys are going to have. And so in order to solve that, I'm going to basically keep building this out. So for those of you who are in there, thank you. Be patient. It's evolving. But the course that I have right now, I am so incredibly proud of, and it's the best I could do. And I feel like I bring a lot of value to it. I bring years of experience. And if it's not good enough, then it's not good enough. And I'm sorry. But I feel it is. And I've given it all I have. And so if it's not good enough and there are other ones that are better, there probably are, like, it is what it is and I can't change that. I can only share with you from my experiences and the things that I've done. I am not an expert in many things, but starting businesses is one of the things that I know more about than most people. White labeling is an easy, affordable way to get started. I also have some information and a document that I had my assistant create on like a drop shipping sort of like tutorial and manifesto. And some other things. I mean, I can't even get into all of the value that it's bringing because there's so much and there's so many things that I add. Like my shipping guy, Matt, at the warehouse, my warehouse manager for Pete and Pedro. I had him create a list of everything, all the plugins that we use to get the cheapest shipping rates, right? Going over like best practices. All right, my resources for where to get packaging in boxes. I have a live tutorial from Zavi over at the Pete and Pedro warehouse showing you like how we do it, like what I do. I give you the Amazon link so you can buy the same printer that I use. Like, I'm doing as much as I can to take the guesswork out of it. I also had my assistant Debbie create basically a document on how to incorporate and the links to actually do it, because as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, like all of these things that I had questions about, I'm basically trying to eliminate that question so that we can streamline things and get you to the front of the line and get you selling your products faster. Because once you start selling, then it's going to be about growing and scaling. And that's the other reason why I am so excited and why I didn't want to have like a monthly membership, because I want to be the place you come back to as you evolve, as you grow. I want to be part of your journey. I want to be part of your story. I want to be with you along the way. And that's kind of like in my head, like if you have to pay like $100 a month or $50 a month, at some point you're going to be like, yo, I just don't want to pay this anymore because I feel like I'm good, right? I want the people that are successful to come back and help the guys that are just coming up. Everybody's going to be at different stages on their journey. And I'm excited about it. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to ever have additional things that people can buy within. I already am thinking about it, because even though like I do the best job I can giving you basically the basics, there are certain things, certain skill sets, certain verticals that we really could go like super deep and granular on that would be really, really, really valuable, right? So like Amazon, for instance, like, we had a question just today, like, hey, I'm having trouble getting my brand registered on Amazon. What should I do? Like, there's a lot of nuance to Amazon, all right? And so I'm already thinking about another, like, call it $30, $40, like course that you can buy within the empire that will basically take it granular and really hone in and specifically focus on that specific core competency, because there's a lot more, right? I did the best I could to launch it, but there's a lot more, And the more we get into this, the more I start like thinking about the different things that we need to talk about. So there are going to be other things that people can buy, but it's not required. There's no reoccurring fee. And so I don't know if that answers your question. Probably doesn't. I'm not going to take you in and show you. No. The guys that have joined, guys down below, let me know. Let him know. Is it good? Is it good? I don't know, because I am totally biased. But do you guys feel like it's going to provide value? If the answer is yes, down below and you're an Empire member, let us know. I want to know. I'm curious because I think it's great, but it doesn't mean that it is. And I know what I'm planning. And maybe it's not to where it needs to be yet, but it will be sometime in the next few months. But it's something that's going to keep evolving, because this is a long-term play for me. It's not something where I'm launching it and then I'm on. I'm in there. I'm working, I'm doing it, and I'm trying to build this community out so that, in a few years from now, we've got a huge network of people that we can go to for resources or community. Being an entrepreneur is super lonely. And one of the things that really helped me was connecting with Antonio Centeno, who also has a course, a mastermind sort of TED Talk on networking that is absolutely spectacular. That's a bonus feature in the course. Anyway, connecting with people that are on the same path, on the same journey, the value that brings in your life and the richness that it helps develop is unmeasurable. And regardless of how much money you have, regardless of how successful you are, doing it by yourself sucks. Because you don't have people that you can talk to or be like, yeah, I did this, or hey, it's so exciting. And even when you do become successful, you don't want to go to your team members or your employees or people that just don't get it, right? They don't understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur, because they're not, and that's fine. Most people shouldn't be. And so that's the other that's the other North Star for this community, is to build a network of people. You can direct message people, and I've already seen some of you guys in there just really doing an amazing job connecting, being supportive, and that's the other aspect of this community. It's support system. It's other people basically being like, you can do it. Having cheerleaders around is also super powerful. And so that's my goal. Is it perfect yet? No, I just launched it literally a few days ago, but it's so awesome. And I'm so proud of it. And so, in conclusion, am I scamming people because I created a community and a product that is within the community and I charge for that? I don't think so. Because the truth is, something that I've learned time and time again is when you give something for free, people don't value it at all. The cheaper it is, the less valuable people perceive it. And the other thing is that if you're going to pay $400 to join, you've got skin in the game, you're going to work harder. I don't want people in there that are there just to bitch or cause problems or to join, watch it, and then not do anything. That doesn't do me any good. What does me good is seeing the value that I'm providing, helping you on your journey and helping you build a business and helping you become financially free and helping you take care of your parents and your loved ones. So many of you are doing it for the right reasons. The right reasons aren't to buy a Lambo. It's to have your time. It's also to not be a loser and to feel like you let life pass you by and to take care of the people that you love. Gentlemen, you stick to that. If that's your why, congratulations. You're going to be successful, but it's going to take work. If you guys are interested in checking out the free video, hit the link. If you're interested in joining, I'll see you on the inside.